From the 1st of April, we will begin a nationwide regofreeze. Riders across New Zealand will place their registrations on hold and withhold payment.
Oh, hey, how are you doing, guys? Hundreds of motorcyclists gathered on a Saturday, last Saturday on 28th of March, all over New Zealand. First time I posted about this was about a year and a half ago when we went to Mangatainoka and handed out a bunch of flyers about the government and ACC raising our registration levies for the motorcycles. The video was quite good, had quite a bit of response, and a week later was another meeting up in town. We went to the MAGNZ memorial. There was about 100 bikers where we talked all about the registration and what is going to happen. And then about a month later we went back to Wellington to the government, and it was a pretty failed attempt. It was only about a dozen of us, and when we went to the parliament, the security kind of shoo us off from the area, so we could only be behind the perimeter fence. And this is always what happens, that you can go get people for any kind of protest on a weekend, but all of the officials who could do something, they are home on a weekend, so you see, they see nothing. But when we do it in a week, you know, when the offices are open, you can't get enough people. Nobody's going to take time off from work. You need to earn your livelihood for your family, so that's a bit trickier. But it is what it is. So last Saturday on the 28th of March, throughout the whole New Zealand, in all the big cities, Auckland, Napier, Taupo, Wellington, Christchurch, Invercagill, people got together, bikers got together, met at the MAGNZ offices, and just made an event, and we're all posting it on social media. I'm trying to do my fair bit on here, and hopefully you guys see it and more of you see it around. So this is what's happening.
Regofreeze protest ride. We're here today at the VTNZ in Auckland, and the same is happening across the country at 5 other branches. Alright, so I'm just going to read this little speech. It's only 2 minutes long, so just bear with me. So this is the letter to the Minister of the ACC, Mr. Scott Simpson, not Morrison. We're here today as everyday riders standing at VTNZ sites across the country. And we want to be clear from the outset, VTNZ is not the decision maker. The staff here don't set the levies, they don't shape policy, and they are not responsible for the position that we find ourselves in. We acknowledge that, and we thank them for their professionalism today. Thank you, Jason. So we are here because you did not meet with us. Right? We asked the Minister to meet, he didn't meet with us. On the 13th of February, we formally requested a meeting to discuss the data used to justify the significant increases in motorcycle levies. That request was reasonable, constructive, and made in good faith. It was declined. Instead, we received a delayed response and an Official Information Act release that failed to answer the most basic question. What is the actual evidence that engine size equals higher risk? Because what we saw in that material raises serious concerns. It does not clearly separate exposure, how much people ride, from actual crash responsibility. It does not properly account for environmental factors, road conditions, other drivers, or urban versus rural riding. And it does not demonstrate that engine size on its own is a reliable predictor of risk. Yet, that single factor continues to drive levy increases of a scale that many riders simply just can't afford. So we are left with a system that appears to charge based on assumptions, not evidence. That is why we are here. This is not about avoiding responsibility. Riders should pay ACC levies, we accept that, but those levies must be fair, transparent, and grounded in credible data. Right now, they aren't. So today is a line in the sand, and from the 1st of April, we will begin a nationwide regofreeze. Riders across New Zealand will place their registrations on hold lawfully and withhold payment. Not as a stunt, but as a direct response to a system that has failed to justify its own pricing. This action has the potential to remove millions of dollars from the system annually. Not because riders want to break the system, but because we want it fixed. Minister, the door is still open. Meet with us, show us the data, or fix the model. Because until that happens, this isn't going away. That's it. MAGNZ. Thanks for being here, guys. Woohoo!
I don't know if you guys know, but the issue is that by 2028, the ACC, I might as well work when I talk to you, hey? I'm just taking apart the carburetor for my chopper project, just a side note. So by 2028, the government proposing raising levies, our registrations from 522 to 877, which is 68% increase, and that's for motorcycles 750 cc's up. And if you have anything smaller, I think, I don't know what the middle categories, 500s or something, you go about 50% up. So it's a considerable increase. And if you're like me, look, if you have bunch of motorcycles in the garage, all us bike enthusiasts have more bikes than that. I even talked to a guy who had 10 large motorcycles and they are all legal, so he's already paying $5,000 a year for regos. So they just go to $9,000 for him if he wants to get everything registered. That sucks. And all of this data, all the calculations are done. Work, Mario. We don't know. Carburetor clean. Where was I? Yeah, the ACC seems to be throwing numbers left and right. None of it is really backed up by anything. I don't know, you can do your own research and look into it, but yeah, it's pretty steep. 522 is pretty steep for a motorcycle, and $900 is pretty bloody unthinkable, isn't it? So the conversation is all over, what we're gonna do. But some of the, I'm of the opinion that why don't we have a registration per driver, per license? We do warrant, and maybe that could be covered some kind of rego basic fee, $50, $100 a motorcycle, and then you pay $300 for your license, because you can't ride motorcycles, all bikes in the same go. Why do they all have to be registered when it's only one rider at a time? I don't know, you might have your own opinion, you can write it in the comments why this wouldn't work, but I don't see it unfair. the most important thing on your vehicle is the WOF, if it's safe to drive, and then registration is just bureaucratic bullshit. So if you can, pay a rego per driver, per driving license, and pay $50 a vehicle if you need to, but I don't see a point. That might be an option. I don't know. It's something. I don't really do much work on this carburetor. I'm just yapping away.
Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. No.
So this is lunch. Lunch is just going to read it. Yep. And then he'll present it to you. Yep. And then you're free.
Yeah. So it's an open letter to the Minister for ACC, delivered to a VTNZ branch nationwide on the 28th of March from the Motorcycle Advisory Advocacy Group. Dear Minister Scott Simpson, we are here today as everyday riders standing at VTNZ sites across the country, and we want to be clear from the outset. VTNZ is not the decision maker. The staff here don't set levies, they don't shape policy, and they are not responsible for the position we find ourselves in today. We acknowledge that and we thank them for their professionalism today. We are here because you did not meet with us. On the 13th of February, we formally requested a meeting to discuss the data used to justify significant increases in motorcycle levies. That request was reasonable, constructive, and made in good faith. It was declined. Instead, we received a delayed response and an official Information Act release that failed to answer the most basic question. What is the actual evidence that engine size equals higher risk? Because what we saw in the material raises serious concern. It does not clearly separate exposure, how much people ride, from actual crash responsibility. It does not properly account for environmental factors, road conditions, other drivers, or urban versus rural riding, and it does not demonstrate that engine size on its own is a reliable predictor of risk. Yet that single factor continues to drive levy increases of a scale that many riders simply cannot afford. So we are left with a system that appears to charge based on assumption, not evidence. That's why we're here. This is not about avoiding responsibility. Riders should pay ACC levies, we accept that. But those levies must be fair, transparent, and grounded in credible data. Right now, they are not. So today is a line in the sand. And from the 1st of April, we will begin a nationwide regofreeze. Riders across New Zealand will place their registrations on hold lawfully and withhold payment.
Certainly not about denying our responsibility.
No, and you're like, there's been protests in the past where there had been disruption and noise and burnouts and all that kind of carry on. And so we're trying to be more respectful in the public eye. We're trying to get the public on our side. But please understand the state or your staff. All right.
Well, I hope it goes well for you.
Thank you very much for your time.
So what we're doing at the moment and what is initiated through the Motorcycle Advocacy Group NZ, you can find them online on Facebook, MAGNZ, is that we are stopping paying for registrations from 1st of April. By the time you see this, it's 3rd of April, but we're still close enough. And if you need to ride a motorcycle, do your rego per month. It probably costs you a cup of coffees extra if you're doing it on a monthly basis. But pretty much everybody, we're trying to do, all the motorcycles in New Zealand put your registration on hold.
They all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it.
It is thought that there is thousands and thousands of motorcycles in New Zealand, so if we put a halt into paying rego, it could potentially take millions out of the ACC and the government's pockets. So at the moment we all ignored. this massive event would happen. There was no footage, no news headline, nothing in the media, so it's totally blacked off. So you know, if we take money out of their pockets, money talks, doesn't it? So yeah, and we don't mind paying ACC, you know, whatever you do, you know, if I crash and I have a problem, I want to be looked after, I want to go to public healthcare and be sorted, so I don't mind paying money, but it should be reasonably well calculated and fair, you know, and prove it why you want to charge the money you want to charge, not some biased bullshit, you know.
Got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down, I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down.
The reason I'm here today is I'm just sick of getting ripped off by the ACC system. I got 2 bikes that are over 1,000 cc's and it cost me a fortune to keep them registered. I can only ride them one at a time. So
I've heard you've come all the way down from Fielding to get here. A good 2-hour drive?
yeah, round about.
Yeah. So what part of your bike?
I've got a 1,000cc Suzuki that I'm here on today, and I've got a 1800 Goldwing as well.
So by next year you'll be paying up to $1,500 for 2 bikes, and you don't carry the same risk factor. Yeah, so hopefully today we can get people's attention, and with the rego hold on April 1st, we can actually force the government's hand in having to lower them, lower the ACC levy.
That's about it, you know. I'm trying to do my little bit through this. Event was amazing, lots of bikers everywhere. If you want more information, you should talk to the guys at the MAGNZ. They know all the nitty-gritty calculations and why nots. I answer what I can, but again I will refer to the numbers guys, number people, because yeah, I don't know all the nitty-gritty of it, as I say, but something needs to be done. You know, we don't want to be penalized for bullshit, and we want to ride. And I guess they all assume that you have a one guy, one motorcycle, and that's it. But so many of us has a multiple bikes, and we ride them all because it's just our life, isn't it? Yeah.
When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
We shall see. We need to get their attention, and money always talks. So if we can put a little dent into their incomes, hopefully it will open up conversations, won't it? So if you can, put your regos on hold. If you don't have to pay for them, don't do anything silly and illegal. You know, if you need to ride a bike, yeah, do a monthly, and yeah, we have a one less coffee out, and it'll cover the changes, hopefully. But yeah, hold your regos, and fingers crossed we can get them talking. See ya later, eh?
Baby man, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math when I